it's over to me and the latest version of Ferrari's best-selling car. First released 6 years ago, the California was designed as the easy-to-drive, relatively affordable prancing horse. Critics said it was a bit of a softie, but as Ferrari sold an incredible 10,000 of them, it seems customers didn't give a monkeys. So this California has a lot riding on it, because if Ferrari have messed up, that's 10,000 customers who won't be trading in their old one for this new one. To answer that question, I've brought the car to some testing mountain roads. The basic ingredients are the same. It costs around £150,000. There's a V8 up front, me in the middle, and it is rear-wheel drive. So on these twisty roads just outside Brasov in Romania, it lets you drive like a rude boy whilst looking like a supermodel. It's still impressive at a standstill too, as the folding hardtop transforms the California from coupe to convertible and back again in a matter of seconds. Well, what's new then? On the outside, pretty much everything apart from the roof. New body panels and a compact rear end make it more aerodynamic than before. But the biggest change comes from this little letter T. It stands for turbo, because the V8 at the front is actually a brand new twin turbocharged engine. The last time Ferrari made a turbocharged production car was back in 1987, and that was the F40, one of the greatest supercars ever made. Under the bonnet here is one of the world's most sophisticated V8 engines with Formula One inspired technology. It's got 553 brake horsepower, which is 70 more than the old California. It'll hit 196 flat out and will reach 62 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds. It's not only 3/10 quicker than the old California, but it's also quicker than an F40. Obviously, that is fantastic news, but the F40's turbo was also its downfall, as it caused a very peaky power delivery with oodles of turbo lag. To avoid that problem with the California T, Ferrari has made some bold decisions under the bonnet. The car's torque is actually limited in lower gears so that the turbo doesn't have to work as hard, which should make the engine more responsive. Now, on first thought, that does sound a bit bonkers, because I would like all the torque, all the time, whenever I need it. Thank you very much. But it actually works quite well and is pretty clever. I never feel starved of torque at low speeds and low gears, and yet at higher speeds, I've got more torque when I need it, which is great for overtaking. Doesn't stress the engine, doesn't stress me. It is incredible. I honestly wouldn't believe that I was in a turbocharged car. And that's a good thing. They've solved the other problem with turbos too, a dull soundtrack. A little bit of magic has gone on in the exhaust manifolds to make it sound like a proper Ferrari. And the best way to hear that sound, for sure, is with the roof down. And the turbo doesn't just reward you when you're driving. When the previous California was launched in 2009, it was Ferrari's greenest car. This one is better still. Not only does it emit fewer emissions, but the fuel economy has improved from 21 mpg to 27 mpg, which means that new California drivers will spend more time behind the wheel than at the pump. Well, I've got a full tank of fuel, so I'd be foolish if I didn't use a lot of it to try and suss out this car's handling. And to make life interesting, Romania's rain has come to play. So if this doesn't handle better than the slightly cumbersome old model, then I might be in a spot of bother. This car is equipped with Ferrari's latest F1 track traction control system, which apparently gets you out of a corner 10% quicker than before. Personally, I prefer to have traction control fully off. The suspension is 12% stiffer, and it's got the latest version of Ferrari's complex damping system. which basically hankers everything down and keeps body movements to a minimum, kind of like a pair of Spanx tights for cars. The steering is 10% quicker too, and I can actually feel it. Initially, it seems a little bit nervous and a little bit jerky, but you very quickly get used to it and then fully appreciate its total precision. The main problem I had about the previous California was that it didn't handle like a thoroughbred supercar, like the 458, for example. Well, this addresses that and some. It feels lighter, more agile, more focused, like a precision machine, and the superior body control make it handle really well. The California T doesn't offer all the thrills of Ferrari's more expensive models, but compared to rivals like the Bentley Continental GTC and Mercedes SL AMG, it's an absolute riot. The new California is a brilliant evolution, and it's the perfect machine if you want to dip your toe into Ferrari waters. Not only is it effortlessly easy to drive every day, but it now gives more Ferrari excitement than ever before.
We decided to jump on the celebratory ghost train and pay tribute to the iconic 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor ambulance.